What is the mission of this ummah in the end time? We have an important mission, because we are the ones who will conquer Constantinople. So the Great War is not going to destroy the whole world. No. There will be left in the world after the Great War at least this army that our Prophet praised, and the commander was praised. And this will take place after the Great War. Our brothers in Turkey, they are our brothers, and in the Balkans, they need to think again that the conquest of Constantinople by the Sultan Muhammad Fatih in the year 1453 does not qualify. Does not qualify as the prophesied conquest of Constantinople by Prophet Muhammad. No. The conquest of Constantinople takes place after the Great War, number one, and the Great War has not taken place as yet. And number two, that once the Great War takes place, then the conquest of Constantinople and the emergence of the Antichrist in person will take place within 7 years. Since 1453 to this day, I think more than 7 years have passed. Is it possible for our brothers in Turkey to go back and think and study again? So this ummah has an important mission. He praised the army and he praised the commander, but he never identified the name of the commander. And I don't need your help, if you don't mind. I don't need your help. I don't need your help. He never identified the name of the commander. So if you know the name, keep your secret to yourself. I don't want it. And he praised the army. Why did he do that? Answer: because they keep on praising that army. And they keep on praising that commander to the heavens high, Sultan Muhammad Fatih. Because they are praising that army and that commander, he praises this army and this commander. Because this army and this commander will correct the wrong done by that army and that commander. Among the things that he did was to defy the command of Allah in the Quran, that the believers must protect the houses of Allah. And the Quran mentions masajid, and it mentions churches, and it mentions temples, and it mentions synagogues. And you have to protect them. Surah Al-Hajj. And instead of protecting Hagia Sophia, the greatest cathedral of the Christian world, when he conquered Constantinople, he shamefully and disgracefully and manifestly sinfully converted the Christian cathedral to a masjid, to the eternal shame and disgrace of the followers of Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Those who differ with me, keep your arguments to yourself. I don't need to hear it. The Quran is my guide. Take your legal arguments and go with them. I don't need it. The law must conform with the Quran. And the Quran orders you to protect those churches and synagogues and masajid. And therefore, he violated Allah's command in the Quran. So when this army conquers Constantinople, the first thing that the commander will do will be to return Hagia Sophia to the Orthodox Christians. This is your cathedral. But I don't know when my people will learn to think. I don't know why they're so fond of eating biryani and going home to sleep. My language is a little bit harsh. You have to excuse me. But when I see my people sleeping, I'm fired up with it. How can I wake you up? When will you be faithful to the Quran? This ummah has other work to do. Our Prophet said, and once upon a time when I was based in the United States, I could go to the State University of New York in Stony Brook, and I can give a lecture, packed audience, and the Jews are sitting right in front of me, and I can quote the Prophet. لَتُقَاتِلُنَّ الْيَهُودَ, that you will most certainly fight the Jews. وَلَتَقْتُلُنَّهُمْ, and you will most certainly defeat them. حَتَّى يَقُولُ الْحَجَرُ, until the stones and the rocks will speak. Ya Muslim, هَذَا يَهُودِيٌّ وَرَائِي فَتَعَالَ فَقْتُلْ. There's a Jew hiding behind me, come and kill him. Of course, I then have to qualify my remarks that the Quran is not telling you to go and kill all the Jews. The Quran is not telling you to kill all the Jews. If you believe that, you are schoolboy. Schoolboy. No, it is the Jews who are oppressors. Those are the ones that you would kill. And so it is also the mission of this ummah to liberate Jerusalem. We have important work to do in the end time. But we have something else to do in the end time. This ummah. Our Prophet spoke about one who will be known as the Imam Mahdi. And we love him. We love him because he has a special mission. The first thing he has to do is something which brings joy to our hearts. A Khalifa would die, and Hizb ut-Tahrir argues that this means that the Khilafah state will be restored before this Imam comes. And I say, no, this is any ruler who is being referred to as a Khalifa. And when this Khalifa dies, when this ruler dies, there will be disagreement concerning succession. 20 years ago, I said it's going to be a Saudi king who will die. 20 years later, the evidence is plain as daylight that I'm correct. A Saudi king will die. And when he dies, there's going to be a boxing match. Oh, yes. There's going to be disagreement and conflict concerning succession. And now you have some more fire in the oil with, the bone saw and the body chopped up into bits and pieces. And the whole world, including the CIA, which normally does not speak the truth, but this time the CIA spoke the truth. The CIA said he's the one who ordered it. Yeah, he's the one who ordered it. So if he succeeds his father, I hope he succeeds his father, yes. If he succeeds his father, oh la la, he's going to become the laughing stock of the world. Anywhere he puts his foot on the face of the earth, people are going to be agitating and demonstrating against him, and placards and this and that and that. He's going to have to find a hole in which to hide himself. And so Saudi Arabia will become the laughing stock of the world. And already the royal family is beginning to realize that. But they are stuck. They are stuck. because the reins of power are in his hands. The military, the police, everything in his hands. And so you can see that when Salman dies, if this little schoolboy replaces him, I hope he does, I don't know, then you're going to have a period of instability in Saudi Arabia. I don't know how long it will last. Maybe it will continue after the Great War. It is at that time when there is this disagreement. Our Prophet said that a man will come out of Medina, Yathrib, now known as Medina, and hurry to Mecca. And this is the Imam. And the people would take the bay'ah with him at the Kaaba. The Prophet then went on to say, and I have a few minutes left, that he will be attacked by an army from the Quraysh. So the schoolboy will attack him. And that army will be an army of the Kalb. Oh, but Kalb has two meanings. Kalb can be the tribe of the Kalb. And Kalb can also mean a dog. But there is no evidence at this time of the tribe of the Kalb still existing in Arabia under Quraysh. No evidence at all of a Kalb tribe. So my conclusion, one with which I am very happy, is that Kalb has the other meaning. So that army will attack the Imam and he will defeat that army. And on that day when that army is defeated, we will smile, we will celebrate. Oh yes, because the Arabian Peninsula, Jaziratul Arab, will be liberated. And then if the Hajj takes place after that, and I am alive, I will go perform that Hajj. But this time, I put my money in dinar, and I put it aside. Yeah. Because I am not going to perform this Hajj while these traitors are controlling the Hajj. No. Those who want to do otherwise, that's your choice. But when Arabia is liberated from these traitors, when the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and I choose my words with great care, when the kingdom of Saudi Arabia returns to the garbage bin of Dajjal from where it emerged in the first place, it will be time for us to celebrate. So this ummah has important work to do in the end time. And that ummah has to rule the world. What is the relationship between the two? A very important part of the lecture with which we'll now conclude. It is because when Jesus returns, he will have his duties with us, not to lead us. No, he's not leading us. We have the Imam as our Amir. But he is a prophet of Allah, and Allah has given him the wisdom. So he has to manage between two ummahs. And that is why you have the word hikmah in between. وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابِ. And Allah taught him the Quran. وَالْحِكْمَةِ, and Allah gave him wisdom. وَالتَّوْرَاتِ وَالْإِنْجِيلِ, and Allah taught him the Torah and the Injil. Spend a little time with the Quran. Don't be hurried with the Quran. So Nabi Isa alayhi salam, Jesus, has to know both this Sharia and this Sharia. And so when he comes down, with his hands resting on the wings of two angels, and he comes down in the masjid in Damascus, and It is the time of the morning prayer, Salatul Fajr. And the Imam recognizes him. This is the son of Mary. And then the Imam does the right thing. Oh yes, the Imam does the right thing. He invites Nabi Isa alayhi salam to lead the Salat. Yes, he does the right thing. Invites him, because this is the Imam. He invites him to lead the Salat. But he declines. He says, no, the people have appointed you as their Amir, you lead the Salat. And if you have not put on your thinking cap as yet, do please put it on now. Kindly so put it on now. Ask yourself, why does he decline to lead the Salat? And he invites the Imam, you lead the Salat. Don't go fishing for an answer in your own thinking. No, proper methodology is that truth is located in this book. When will you learn to become true scholars? When? And show respect for this book. Why does the Prophet Jesus decline to lead the prayer? Okay. When I give my opinion, you know the law. Do not accept my opinion unless you are convinced that it is correct. This is my respect for your intellect. And also, I make mistakes. I make mistakes. When I give an interpretation of the Quran or the Hadith, only Allah can confirm that it is correct. Only Allah. But I would not give you that interpretation unless I was comfortable that it is correct. Otherwise, I should shut my mouth. If Jesus, Nabi Isa, alayhi salam, were to accept the invitation to lead the Salat, he would violate Allah's law. He would violate Allah's guidance, because Allah did not send him to us. Allah sent him to another people. And if he were to lead the Salat and our leader were to pray behind him, our leader is the Imam, Imam Mahdi. He is our leader. And our leader prays behind him, the implication would be that Jesus will automatically become the leader of this ummah. And that will be a violation of the Quran. That's why, because Allah taught him the Quran and taught him the Torah and the Injil, this is the reason why he declines to lead the prayer. Now then, if you have other views of the subject, fine. But you cannot deny me the right to explain my interpretation. And so, the Imam leads the prayer. Excuse me, this is not indicative that the Imam now has a superior status to Jesus. No. He leads the prayer because Nabi Isa alayhi salam has asked him to lead the prayer. How will Jesus pray? He prays in accordance with our Sharia and in the direction of our Qibla. our direction of prayer, Makkah. But when he is with his ummah, leading his community of Christians, and those Jews who choose to accept him, before he arrived. Once he comes, that's it. Too late now. He will pray in the direction of that Qibla, Jerusalem. And the Quran confirms that that Qibla is still their Qibla. It's there in the Quran. That Qibla has not been cancelled or abrogated. Go do your homework. So that Qibla is still valid for them, and this Qibla is valid for us. And Allah commands us in the Quran, do not follow each other's Qibla. You follow your Qibla, they follow their Qibla or direction of prayer. That's in the Quran. So he will pray in the direction of Jerusalem, and his prayer will be in accordance with the Sharia of the Torah, because that is not abrogated. And so we will have two ummahs. And how should they relate to each other? One led by Imam Mahdi, and the other led by Nabi Isa alayhi salam. So why did he call him Ahmad? When Allah calls him Muhammad, Ismuhu Ahmad, will you think Allah sent the Quran to a people who think, لِقَوْمِ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ? And we have some graduates of the Darul Uloom sitting with us here tonight. And those graduates of the Darul Uloom will tell you, Sheikh, we don't think anymore in the Darul Uloom. Yeah. We don't think anymore in the Darul Uloom. Yeah. The reason why he refers to him by the name Ahmad, Ismuhu Ahmad, instead of Muhammad, is because of the intense love between the two men. When you have love for someone, you choose a pet name for them, a love name, a nom d'amour, a name of love. And so he calls him Ahmad. And when he returns and you listen to him, he will always say Ahmad. This is love between the two men. If this is the love that exists between Nabi Isa alayhi salam and Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, what should be the relationship between those who follow Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam? I'm not talking about those who chop up the body and then dump it or burn it with acid and so on, and then cover it with a mountain of lies. I'm talking about those who follow Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. And those who follow Jesus. Obviously, the relationship between us has to be one of love and affection and mutual support. And so the Imam al-Mahdi will be a supporter, supporting and assisting he who will rule the world in Akhirul Zaman.